I got for selling me clothes, uppers for selling me blanket. If ever I live for the soldier again, devil shall be me sergeant.
Well, ladies and gents, I wasn't really going to do any filming, but however, imagine the people you see when you come to a little show. Here we have James, the bushcraft blacksmith. He's obviously part of a reenactment group, and he's here at Crescent Temple Barns, which is we're out for the day just viewing this. And he's a member of the old Home Guard. Nice little Sten gun there. I've already had a fondle of that, and he's Smith and Wesson pistol he's got there, mate. Me with the big fella. Carol and Ms. Tightwad. But yeah, James and his brother there. I'm sure we're going to see a lot more of them. But anyway, madness, just walked straight through the door. And I didn't know James was coming, because I didn't know you was coming to this either, mate, did I? No. But anyway, yeah. So this is a man of many talents. One, he'll defend you with his life, and two, he'll make you anything you want in metal, as long as silver crosses the palm. Yeah, that's fair enough, mate.
It's not a machine gun.
Yeah. You'll see my Lewis gun now, mate.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Got a little fondle of the old Sten gun.
Oh, boys.
All right, ladies and gents, yeah, I'm going to crack on. Ladies and gents, because we're inside like a big old barn, and what I come across here is a deactivated weapons section. The say that I've got a fat on is unbelievable. The MG42, the later version of the German GPMG from the Second World War. A huge rate of fire, brilliant weapon. 30 cal. And I'd spent a full day. The top weapon there, 7.62 long SVG Dragunov sniper rifle. It's a self-loading, well, a marksman's rifle rather than a sniper's rifle. And again, some Mosin Nagant, and that's the bolt-action rifle similar to our Lee Enfield. Still highly prized by Americans now.
Thank you.
Sten guns, Tommy guns. And one of my favourite weapons, a general purpose machine gun. You balance that gun right, and that will see you through every single piece of naughtiness you come across. 2 sears on the gun, you get that balance right, so it just fires about 500 rounds a minute. And that baby will see you on. Going to Lee Enfield rack. That's a Marsden submachine gun there. TPSH, some of the Russian guns coming down there. One of my all-time favourites, the Bren gun. G3 there. Various versions of the AK-47. I think that's the Valmet, the Finnish one. And the old Mauser 98K, various versions of. I'll tell you what is quite rare. I think that's one of the early versions of the RPG-7. I wouldn't swear to it. But yeah, trade fairs and stands all over this place. And a general purpose machine gun in the light roll. I humped one of them things like you would never believe. Never ever let me down. Even the Americans adopted them, yes, over the M60. Anyway, ladies and gents, take care. Ladies and gents, I'm going to come right close. We're here with James the Bushcraft Blacksmith on his stall here. He's been having an amazing chat with him. There's his brother, who's like a proper replica of him. It's just disconcerting at times. But James, you say, as I swing the camera around, mate, these weapons here and everything here, including the Bren gun, this is all yours and your brother's. Hopefully you can hear me, mate. Just some amazing stuff you've got, mate. Okay, nice to have a bit of background music. I just hope you can hear me. All the weapons. It's the old Russian World War II handgun there. And as James just said there, that's a Bren gun set up in the anti-aircraft role. Unbelievable. There wasn't many of the frames made in the first place, and to get hold of one is just unbelievable. But there's a big fella. And Mrs. Tightwad. But James, just come down with me because I want to show people something, mate. Lewis gun. Only this is not a Lewis gun. If you don't think this guy can make things, just pick that up for me, mate. This, obviously we all know James is a bona fide, you know, 24/7 blacksmith, but that is a Lewis gun. But it's a unique Lewis gun, mate. Do you want to tell him why?
This one was actually made by me.
So it gets shout it, mate.
Yeah, this one was made by me. Right,
so if you don't think this guy is like a proper, at the very top end, it took me a little while to spot that, mate, but from a distance, that's top end, mate. God knows how you do it. Well, I know how you do it, but it's, well, compliments here, mate. That's the dog's what's it like, you know?
I'm going to put this down because it actually weighs the same as the original as well.
Yeah, it actually weighs, you know. But amazing. And something else is one of my little favourite weapons. When I was young, I used to read all the old comics and that, and a Piat, which was one of our first bazookas. Okay, I say bazookas because that's what to the uninitiated that may look like. However, it preceded all the bazookas and the Panzerfausts and that. And again, it took me a little while to work it out, but this is another unique one because this is one James has made. Yeah. I'm a smile, mate. I'm very complimentary. This is the actual dog's what's it, mate. You know, I do know what I'm looking at from a distance, mate. You know, when I first looked, I thought, blimey, Piat, they're very rare anyway. Yeah. Stuff, mate. Here we see some of the old home guard stuff, the old rat bombs, improvised explosive device, the grenades for the mill, what, 36 grenade, isn't it? Yeah. Tiki Stoffy bomb there, and a Hawkins mine grenade, I can't remember what they call that. A 1911 there, and the various revolvers. Because the home guards mostly, a lot of the time in the early days, came with whatever they had. Yeah. And in them days, lucky enough, most people in the countries and so forth had a weapon of some sort, didn't they, mate?
Yeah, I said it originally started out as the LDV, which was the local defence volunteers. And all you had was, if you didn't have a gun, it was basically a piece of wood with a knife strapped to the end of it.
Because that's what it would have done on the time, mate. Yeah. Everybody would have turned out, yeah. And the old Vickers.
Something that the Hertfordshire Home Guard actually came up with. They had a lawnmower engineer in the group, and they were so sick and tired of lugging this big piece of equipment about that they decided to put it on wheels.
Wheels, yeah.
And they put it in the, from stories that we've been told, they put it in the vicarage one night, and the vicar actually stumped his toe on it.
But that was the order of the day, mate. We left everything at Dunkirk. There was nothing, so we, you know, being British, we make do and mend, mate, yeah. Didn't we? There's some cracking stuff here, mate. A little bit Dark Horse on the side, aren't we, doing all this, mate?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting a touch on the elbow from Mrs. Tightwad. And like I say, there's some very examples of weapons that the British Home Guard. That's a Mauser 98K at the bottom, mate, isn't it? Yeah, it is, yeah. A short magazine in Enfield. two very equal weapons. Fired both, and
P14 and P17.
Yeah.
P14 took the 303 round, standard British round.
Yeah.
P17 took the 300, which was the United States round.
Yeah.
Hence for
Or 30-yard 6 they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 30-yard 6.
So that's why it's got the red band around it.
And like I say, at them times it was make, do and mend. And there's another very unusual thing, again, because there weren't actually that many made, and they were used and probably, you know, like left in situ at times after the war finished, is a sustained fire mount for a Bren gun, mate. Quite unusual as well to have, because it was just, as I say, not that many in the first place, and they're not sort of things that are kept too long after, are they? No. They won't end up at the scrapping. Now I'm just going to show you, look, there's the, I'll get down. There's the Lewis gun he made, and from a distance, guys, that's just really, really good. Right, so in between, mate, you actually make knives, don't you, and squirrel cookers and whatever. Hugely inventive geezer, and everything that side from the brown tent onwards. Is the brown tent yours, mate?
Yeah.
Blimey.
Yeah, the tent and the awning.
I just got to say something there, mate. That's very much a shame that won't fit in my Bergen, because I nicked that. You know, I was cockney twats alike. And again, that's a nice little cotton tarp there, canvas tarp you got there, mate.
Yeah.
I could see that being deployed in the field with you. Oh, that's got a
I was thinking about it, but it's a lump to lug around.
Yeah, definitely a card job, mate. Yeah. Right, anyway, mate, I'm going to go and have a cup of tea in a bun. I'll see you later, no doubt. I'll just have a little swing round here. What a cracking old day. Oh, somebody over there with some German camouflage on the play with there in a minute. Right, ladies and gents, take care. There, ladies and gentlemen, it's the, no, you're not mistaken, it's not the set of Allo. Just a little dollar armour, obviously remembering the French resistance.
That makes sense, doesn't it?
And the Schmeiser submachine gun, Sten gun there. It's a shame there because there's a Mauser room handle, 1916, they're one of my favourite handguns. Obviously there's a Colt 1911, a Luger and a P38. Fired a lot of them, beautiful guns, including the Sten gun and the 9mm Parabellum Schmeiser and B44. A little bit of totty spotting. Oh, it's a big fella. Oh, Mr. Tightwood. Take care. Little trip down memory lane, ladies and gentlemen. The old 1-tonny. We used to use these when in the light roll in Colchester, fitted out for the Milan anti-tank medium range guided missile. This one's never been operational because I tell you what, that's the first thing soldiers take off because that don't last long on there. I'll tell you what, it's in a right old state. But yeah, the old 1-tonny, a little bit top heavy. Again, hand over. But yeah, drove many miles in these vehicles, took these vehicles where they just certainly shouldn't really have gone, but they did. I'll say they were the best vehicle for the job at the time, but they were the ones we were given as soldiers and we got on with them. I'm just going to flick the back in case I can. Yeah, I used to flick 2 missiles, sorry, 2 firing posts, 4 soldiers, commander and driver, and as much ammunition as you could in the back of one of them. I don't know what you're seeing there. It was a different fit out for the old Milan. Sad to see one in. You know, as a soldier, you kind of always, no matter what you do, everything is secondary to maintaining your kit. And the old Ferret armoured car, when we first went to Germany, yeah, the Milan detachment commanders used to have a drive about in one of these. They're really weird because when you want the wheels to turn that way, you turn the steering wheel the opposite way. Hell of a buggers that you soon get used to driving. See the steering wheel in there? When you wanted it to turn that way, you turn the wheel that way. It was ever so strange, but there you go. And yeah, the old 30 caliber. Nice little machine gun, that is, if you again take care of them, love them. But yeah, a little bit of a trip down memory lane there, especially with the old 1-tonny. Been replaced thankfully with vastly more capable vehicles now, but that's what we had at the time. And my one was called Nora Batty, and I think anybody from England will probably just chuckle because they've seen Last of the Summer Wine. Anyway, take care. You can see vehicle. I'm not sure what this is. Mrs. Tightwad said it's cute. I think it's just an alley bit of kit. That's the soldiering word for the dog's what's it. Yeah, sniper rifle on the front. I'd love to get my hands on one of these again and go on the range. Properly zero it to me, and then start taking down some targets. Not live ones, obviously, well, unless there was a need to. But yeah, no, alley bit of kit. Well, we dreamed of stuff like this when I was in the army. We used to get on with the 1-tonnies, as I see. Old Land Rover. Have a little look round. Stalwarts of the British Army. Now this is more the Land Rover that was in my time. She was camped up properly, but you know, I'm not being too horrible, it's just. Ah yes. There's old Matt for the GPMG there. Many time I had a big hoof about various training areas with these. See, that's a nicely, I say, how one should be. I don't mean like slick and shiny like a guardsman would be. I mean, well, properly maintained. It's just, I think old soldiers know what I mean. If you've got a bit of kit, no matter what it is, you maintain it, you keep it serviceable and ready to go. There we see 58 webbing. I soon replaced last back, and well, as I called it at the time, an SA80, not the modified version. But I'll tell you what, that came into service, replaced the SLR, self-loading rifle 7.62, and I took to that rifle big time. I never had mine jam, and I was an extremely good shot with that. I was one of the few people, see the sights just sat there, I always used that on a self-loading rifle. Just, some people can get on with them and some people can't, but yeah. Again, some nice tents here, but unfortunately I'm not going to be here when they pack up. It's hard to capture everything that's here. Probably my second favourite submachine gun the gentleman's got there, Thompson submachine gun, one on many occasions. 0.45 man stuff around. And there's an example of a guy's an American airborne shoulder. And this guy's got some nice weapons here, sort of some modern ones. GPMG, 5.56mm, the light support weapon. We always use that as everybody knocks this, but we always used to use that as a marksman's rifle. Jock Lee could happily sit there and pick off any target, same as myself, properly zeroed at 400 metres, which is about the extent of the 5.56 round. But yeah, it had a built-in 30 round stoppage as a squad automatic, which is the one that replaced it, thankfully. And you've got a PKM, that is the Russian version of the light support weapon, and a PKM, their version, again, it's an in-between, and an MG43-44, it's the later version of the German Spandau, brilliant weapon. Still used by German forces today. Very top end SVD Dragunov, RPGs, a Galil assault rifle. Now you see that rifle there, that's probably, if I had to choose one rifle to go to war with, it would be an Israeli Galil. There's even a Lancaster submachine gun, self-loading rifle, that's the FAL version, so that's probably automatic. A G3, which is a much maligned weapon, M16 with a 40mm grenade launcher. And there's a Milan operator, you'll see there, I'll try and zoom in on that. It was my personal weapon for a while, a Sterling 9mm submachine gun. Again, up to 100 metres, that's quite a very accurate weapon, but again, it's only a 9mm round, a pistol round.
Yeah.
That's just nice. I'd love to get my hands on a load of these weapons and play with them. And an MP5 there, it's probably one of the the best submachine guns in the world still to this day. Some things, when you get it right, as Helicopter did with that one, on the side there, what I'm looking at now, it doesn't need much modification at all, fires from a closed boat. And there's an Uzi with a silencer on it. Uzi was okay, just was very tinny. But I'd love to get hold of the Galil there. See if I can get you in. Have a closer look at that. It's one with the window stop there. Oh, cheers, mate. I will do in a sec, mate. Yeah, just that the Galil was just quite unusual to see. There's Radio Galil there. And the 3D Dragunov. And again, a little Scorpion, the Czech Scorpion there, that's what it's called there, isn't it? The little Scorpion? Yeah. They're quite rare to see as well. Yeah. I had to play about one of them on a course in the army, but they just didn't have the ammunition to fire it. I can't remember what calibre it is now, it's a very...
9mm.
9mm?
Yeah.
And they come in another one, but... Lovely bits of kit. Well, are they all expensive, mate? Varies, yeah. Because the SVD Dragunov, how much would that sort of just come?
That's about £1,600.
1,600 quid, yeah, that's a rare weapon anyway, like, yeah.
So that's one of the actually factory deactivated ones, so it comes straight from the factory like that.
Yeah.
So the Minmi down the end there, because it's still in service, that was about £5,000–6,000.
£6,000, yeah, blimey.
Yeah. My retirement fund.
Yeah, no, fair enough, mate, yeah. Is that like just saying that replaced the light support weapon, but you know, the only thing wrong with that was, well, you couldn't change a barrel on it and had a built-in 30-round stoppage, bless them, but never mind. They were good.
Yeah.
If you had a good shot, you know, like a section, well, they have it now, but they have a section support weapon now in 7.62. They've just realised.
Yeah, come and get the sharpshooter part sort of coming.
Yeah, like that would be me, Jock Lee, just, you know, kind of good shots could actually, even with LSW, could reach out, you know, and consistently drop targets if we had it zeroed properly. And that's is that a Lancaster submachine gun there?
Yeah, Lanchester, yeah.
Lanchester, yeah, that's a very rare one as well. That was kind of made just up the war, and it's, I think just the Navy took them on, didn't they?
Actually, before the First World War, before the Second World War,
yeah.
It sort of come. It was Royal Air Force put in the thing, they made it, and then the Royal Navy decided, oh yeah, we like that.
That's the one we're talking about there. Very rare weapon indeed. Okay. Yeah, big heavy old thing. Yeah. Don't often see them now.
Copy off the German, is it the MP-34 or the FT-34?
They had one very, very similar, didn't they?
You know, the Royal Air Force saw them and said, we like that, we'll make our own version.
I think at them times it was anything they could get, anybody could get, right, yeah. And the RPG-7 there, is it?
Yep.
Yeah. It's not the earlier version. No, I just think the Galil assault rifle was probably, if I had to take one weapon to war, it's got the best parts of every single weapon, from the FAL folding stock, the AK working system, that's just, yeah.
So that's it. The Israelis had their AK and they just sort of like, oh,
yeah.
We've got these areas, let's
they just
better and come up with
took the best parts of every single weapon and made it into one, mate. Yeah. No, right, mate, cheers, thanks a lot. You've got some cracking stuff there, mate. Yeah, I'm just getting pulled away here, dragged off by the wife. Take care. Thank you. Just to prove we weren't the first ones that invented the A-frame.
Stops you from sweating so much. Or if you sweat, then you dip with water.
Just a little bit of bushcrafty there. Old Dutch oven. And I had a little result there because I got a brand new extra large Arctic sleeping bag for 25 quid. Couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. And a nice rifles hoodie there for 20 quid. But there's literally stalls all like these. I'm just going to go and stop filming and have a bit of a dig about now and see if I can have any results. But yeah, Martin's got a few bits as well. There's even an air support Bergen down there, brand new, ain't got the side pouches, 70 quid. I feel like buying that and then flogging it on Bushcraft Trade Post, make a little money, but yeah, I'm not into that, but some have a dig about, some right result. this goes all the way around the corners with all the trade people selling stuff from the exhibitors. So anyway, yeah, just got to keep remember to get the old cam out every now and again. Loving this day, loving it. We've got beautiful weather as well.
Every night, I wakes him up the same way in the early right at the hands and set their feet. Because I know how he plays when someone gives him a beat, and really breaks him up when he was reveling. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. A toot-a-toot-a-toot-a-toot, he blows it into the bar. The boogie rhythm, he can't blow it, and lets the guitar is playing with him. He makes the company jump when he plays reveling. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. The bar, and boogie rhythm, he can't blow it, and the basic guitar is playing with him. He makes the company jump when he plays reveling. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. A toot, and a toot, he blows it into the bar, and boogie rhythm, he can't blow it, and the basic guitar is playing with him. He makes the company jump when he plays reveling. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. We'll be here tomorrow. So don't cry too much. Bye, everybody.
I'm going tomorrow.
That was brilliant. And that is
Together for Mr. Chris White.
the show Top Totty. Take care.
What's it used for?
Killing people in about 3 or 4 different places when you hit them. Spread, cut, soft knife. And when you hit the body,